How you been, Axel? What's been going on?
Been doing okay. How you been doing?
Oh, I've been doing so good. Weeks have been very busy, but no, I've been excited. I've been playing some new games. I've been watching some new shows recently, which is nice. House of the
Yeah?
Dragon season 3 came out. It's a huge step up from, season 2.
I have actually never watched House of Dragons. I stopped watching after Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And I know it's supposed to be a prequel.
Look, well, I mean, Game of Thrones really fucked it up. I think it got to after season 4, they kind of ran out of. Actually, no, it was season 5. They had like a little bit, I guess, like books to run their stories off, and then they just kind of got little tidbits from George Martin, and that stain of their really shitty season 8 ending was enough to kind of push everyone away from it. And then they brought out House of the Dragon. Season 1 I really liked. I thought it was really, I didn't think it was amazing, but I thought it was really good. And season 2 came out and it was boring as hell. And now season 3's out and it's kind of piqued my interest a little bit more. So, and also Neither of the Seven Kingdoms, 10 out of 10 for me. I highly recommend a Neither of the Seven Kingdoms. It's based off these small little novellas that George had written ages ago, and it follows a knight, a hedge knight called Sir Duncan the Tall, and he has his squire who is Egg, and they're just like mini stories that got put into, I think it was a 6-episode show, and I thought it was amazing.
Yeah, no, I saw, I guess, ads on them promoting season 3. So that's how I know it was coming out. Or it is out. I actually have been watching over the past fair few weeks. I haven't been binging it because I don't want to finish it too quickly. I've been watching the hit show of the late 90s, early 2000s, The Sopranos.
Yeah.
The Sopranos, yeah. I've been putting it off for more than 10 years. I for some reason, I'm just like, oh, I should probably watch this show. Because I'm really into watching really well-made shows with good characters, good, character development, good stories, good actors as well, good writing. Just something easy to watch. And it's pretty easy to watch so far. I think I'm up to, what am I up to? I think I'm up to season 5.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I'm taking like interval breaks between,
Good.
I'll watch a few episodes and then I won't touch it for 2 weeks and watch more. It's been nice. It's been nice, The Sopranos. I finished watching The Testaments. I don't know if you've heard of that show, The Testaments.
I don't think so, no.
It's a sequel to The Handmaid's Tale. I don't know if you heard of The Handmaid's Tale. It was a really good show.
I'm completely out of the loop on this.
This was years and years ago, The Handmaid's Tale. It actually got nominated a lot of Emmys back when it was released in 2017. It's basically a dystopian world where the fertility rates have gone down and the American government was overthrown by a new system, authoritarian system that enslaves women. And
Right, okay.
so they enslave women, turn them into handmaids. So they're basically there to be the vessels for men and their barren wives who are infertile. And they have to do, they're basically baby machines, to put it simply. And that show went on for a while.
Have you watched Breaking Bad?
I have watched, I've watched Breaking Bad.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure Breaking Bad was influenced by The Sopranos, at least, from what I understand. But yeah, R.I.P. James Gandolfini. He was a very good actor.
Died too young as well. Died way too young.
Yeah, I think he was
in his 50s, wasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he died in Italy. I mean, he died essentially in his motherland. I mean, he's from New Jersey. His roots are from Italy. Yeah.
I'm excited to see how you go with the end of it too. Just to
you've watched it?
I've watched all of it. I love Sopranos. Yeah,
love
the
it.
ending, like the last season, you'll have to have a chat to me about it. It's really hard because it's been out for so long, and you don't want to look up anything Sopranos.
I know. I've been putting it off. I've been putting it off for so long to not watch The Sopranos, and now I'm just like, oh, it's actually really, really easy to watch. The acting's so good. The synergy between the cast, like, it's just amazing.
Do you have a favorite character?
Oh, so far, for some reason, I do like The Therapist. What's her name?
The Melfi, Jennifer.
Malfi, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I like The Therapist because she also gets therapy as well. Oh, maybe we shouldn't spoil it for the listeners who are interested.
No, it's been
in
out for so
Sopranos.
long. Yeah, look, the people who are listening, you should watch it right
Yeah.
now. And if this gets spoiled for you, tough luck. You should have watched it.
But it's just interesting to see, the duality, like being a therapist and helping people out, but knowing that you're so self-aware that you need help too, handling your own life and your
Mhm.
problems and your patience, and sometimes getting into sticky and prickly situations. I like her character. There's something about her that's disarming, even though she's
I mean, she's the moral compass.
exactly right. She really anchors but she kind of tempers him, brings him
Yeah.
back to reality a bit.
Crucial depth and
yeah.
insight.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Mm.
So yeah, I've been watching The Sopranos. I mean, it's just these two shows. I've been enjoying it. I'm just
Mhm.
whacking it on my laptop and just chilling, or just watching it on the TV, putting it on TV. So phones in 2026. Are phones
Ooh.
getting worse? I feel like they are. I feel like phones nowadays, like companies like Samsung, I guess you can say the Chinese counterparts as well, which there are many,
Mhm.
Apple, they
Yep.
are sticking to their yearly cycles of just pumping out new models of their flagship phones with very, very little improvements, very incremental updates. I think most of the updates really come through software, and it's just redesigning or relocating visual elements, or improving, or some may say not improving the visual design, the UI, slowing phones potentially.
Usually, when you have a phone that comes out, I think they have updates for that phone between like 5 and 6 years, and then they stop updating that phone, and then they just focus on the next one, then the next one, and the next one.
But it's obviously to please their shareholders. I mean, unless
Yeah.
it's just, unfortunately, that's just been the case for Apple in particular. I don't
Apple's
think
the
they're
worst
innovating
when it comes
They
to
haven't
this
been.
too.
They're the worst. They used to be a company where it was all about innovation, right?
Hmm.
It was all about cornering the market of being the first to release something that was new. And I guess the iPhone, set the stage of removing the BlackBerry from the market, flip
Yeah.
phones from the market. So that was revolutionary at the time.
BlackBerry just didn't want to keep up with, I think they refused to evolve, and that was their downfall.
But nowadays, like I said, the yearly cycle of just pumping out new phones for all these
Mhm.
companies, there's very, very little improvements or incremental updates when it comes to the hardware elements. Like the camera doesn't really change too much. I
Mhm.
feel like they're just putting in small things or small features,
Yep.
perhaps in cameras, that are only available on the latest lineup compared to previous models. And obviously, has it been getting worse? Has the quality of phones been degrading over time? I think so.
I was gonna say, what phone do you have? Just out of curiosity.
I have the iPhone 12 Pro Max.
Oof. You're an iPhone. He's an iPhone boy.
Ooh, that's it. The current software running, the latest iOS update that was released a fair few weeks ago, has kind of caused battery drain. So I just looked up on Reddit. Lots of people are having similar issues with their phones, and they have much newer phones than mine. Saying,
Yep.
yeah, this new update's just been draining my battery. I thought it was just me. I don't have Bluetooth on. I don't have any, apps running in the background. So what is it? So there seems to be some times where I'm not saying, maybe this is just me being a cynic, that Apple could potentially be planning obsolescence for older models so that they don't function the same way they used to force
Yeah.
them to upgrade to the newer phones.
I thought they got in trouble for this like a few years ago, didn't they?
Yeah, I think they do as well. But, I think Apple has a track record of supporting older units, older models from, I think, up to 6 years, even more. So they do, whether that's on your Mac, on your iPhones, your watch, I guess, your Apple Watch, they
Oh,
do
yeah.
support their legacy the legacy products, but does it actually help the product function better than it used to? I guess that's the question as well. Maybe the same thing applies to Samsung or Android phones. You know, there's lots of quality issues with their software, perhaps. I don't know.
I used to have, what did I have? I had an iPhone 13 Pro Max. This is, I'd say mid last year. And I only just switched, I switched over to an S25. And, you know, for me, from when I first started on Apple, I used to shit talk Android all the time because Apple at the time when I had bought it, I was young. I thought it was leagues ahead of Samsung in terms of, you know, their system and everything that they had. And after switching over to Android, I think iPhone or Apple, in terms of their, you know, their phones, are years behind now. Because for me, I'm not a when I go on my phone, I don't really play games on it as much, but
Mhm.
Android has better emulation when it comes to games. Like their
Yep.
processors, like it shits all over iPhones.
Prior to the iPhone 12 Pro Max that I got back in 2021,
Mm,
I was using a Samsung Galaxy S9, believe it or not.
damn.
And yeah, you could actually have, yeah. So, and prior to that, I obviously wasn't on an iPhone, but yeah, no, I was using Samsung as well. And I liked how you could run two of the same apps simultaneously, stuff like that.
Mhm.
But you know, given that, well, that's just Apple through and through. Like they have their Files app, you can download stuff still. But because it's a closed, it's proprietary software. Because it's such a tight ecosystem,
Yeah.
they want to be in. That's why you don't really have that many, and I say this in quotation marks. You don't really come across that many issues when it comes to viruses or malware or whatever. It's very rare that you can come across that on an iPhone if you click the wrong link or a phishing link,
Mm.
whatever. Going back to phones, are they getting worse these days?
Hmm.
Are they getting worse over time? Is the quality, are they getting more sloppy because they know people will buy them? You know, that's just how the trend goes every year. The consumer trend is getting the latest and greatest thing, especially the crazy consumers.
I would say, like, from what I've seen, if we were to compare phones from 2007 to, I don't know, 2017, you know, we had, and 2018 to now, we had our touchscreens, we had the app stores, it was insane. Like, going on the app
Mm.
store and being able to play these really cool games
Yeah.
on an iPhone was insane.
Yeah.
And
I was
then
so
you
good.
had the fingerprint sensors, which I thought was crazy as well. And then it's
Amazing.
then multiple cameras and your face unlock. That was cool, but that's already done. We've got that there. I don't really. You might be able to improve on that, but you're getting that same shape, that same rectangular shape every single year. But now, and I think it's maybe the past few years, the flip phones are back. So Samsung had bought out, what was it, the Galaxy
The
Fold?
Galaxy Z Flip.
Yeah, the flip. That's it, the flip, and then they had the Fold as well, and now they've got the Trifold. And also Nokia revived their classic phones. HMD bought back the 3310, and
Wow.
what was the other one? The 32 something. I think it might be the 3210 and the 8110 as well.
Love me a Nokia. Like I remember
Hmm.
playing the fucking Snake game there. Ooh,
So
those
I
are the
think
days.
if you've got, if you've got your companies bringing out this sort of stuff, I don't think it's companies selling nostalgia by accident. I think they know that people miss simpler phones. I guess it also depends on, your age as well when it comes to viewing phones. Like for me, I'm kind of I'm a little bit in between. I guess like a good balanced take on this would be I don't think phones are technically getting worse because, they're more powerful than ever, but
Mm.
I do think they're becoming less interesting, because every company's chasing the same design. I mean, like, fuck, iPhone and Apple basically, look the same from the front, except for the back. The back is obviously different. You've got the same AI features in there, the same camera
Hmm.
upgrades. You look at iPhone, then you look at Samsung, you look at their cameras, and it's like, well, they're very similar. And then you're competing with each other, obviously, but it's basically the same. There's nothing saying like iPhone completely different from Samsung. Sure, the software
The
might be
UI.
completely different. Yeah, yeah, like the UI might be completely different, but it's maybe it's more so the look that I'm thinking because people are going back to their flip phones. They want their physical keyboards and the Nokia designs. And you could say people aren't asking for faster processors anymore. Maybe they're just asking for phones that feel different. You don't want to be buying that same rectangular brick every single year.
Yeah, and older phones for those that for our younger viewers and listeners,
Mm.
older phones, the simpler phones, those batteries would last for days, sometimes weeks. But phones now, smartphones, they can barely run for a day. I guess it all depends on on how you use it.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, these simpler phones, these flip phones, the old Nokia phone, they would last you for days. The battery would, despite the battery being small, it didn't take much. I mean, it's pretty simple stuff. You'd
Mhm.
have your mail, your messages, your phone. So long as your top three things work,
Mhm.
it's fine. Unless you really, really need social media, which is very integral to lots of people nowadays to keep in touch with family and friends, or if they want to keep up with trends and what's happening in the world, then sure, they'd opt in for a smartphone. It's interesting to see how things back then are making a reappearance over the past few years and people wanting to go back in time in a more revised setting with flip phones, folds, and all that stuff.
Dumb phones is the word you're looking
Dumb
for.
phones. Yeah. And that brings us to the next thing. GTA 6 has now they're doing their pre-sales now, right? What do you call it?
Yes.
GTA
Pre-orders.
6 are pre-orders. GTA 6 are doing their pre-orders now, which is exciting. It's finally nice to know when the game will be released on consoles first.
Mhm. Yep.
I think it's November, what is it? November 26th? November 19th, 2026. It is a long time coming. They have been baking this game, I think since when was GTA 5 released? Is that 2013? So they've been baking GTA 6 ever since. But I guess
I know you used to play it though, didn't you?
GTA 5. Yeah, I loved.
Yeah.
You know what I loved? I loved Vice City. Vice City, San Andreas, and even the earlier GTA games. Loved it.
I'm pretty sure that's in 6. They're bringing in like a Vice City pack so you can go
It's
there.
basically based in Vice City, from what I
Mm.
understand, just
Yeah.
bigger. Yeah, GTA 6 that's coming out, and yeah, look, Rockstar Games, I give them credit. The pricing for GTA 6, I think, is 130.
130.
130. I don't know if that's a local price or US price,
That's
but
for us. That's for us.
for us, right? Is it reasonably priced?
I'd say
Like,
yeah.
can you justify? I think so too. I think if you're a diehard GTA fan, you might think otherwise. But to create a game like GTA, they do put a lot of work into it. They actually put a lot of passion into it.
I think the price is okay. I mean, if you're owning like a PlayStation or an Xbox, if you already spent the money on a PlayStation or Xbox, I feel like you'd be fine spending money on GTA 6. I mean, if you're going to get the whole experience. Personally, for me, I haven't played a lot of GTA 5. I used to play the fuck out of San Andreas and Vice City. I think San Andreas was my favorite though. I don't think anything can beat San Andreas for me.
San Andreas was really good.
5 is really good. I didn't hate 5. I think because I moved over to PC, I just didn't end up getting on the PC because I used to play it on console. But yeah, I thought it was good. But for me, I'm still I'm still locked into my smaller indie games. People are looking forward to GTA 6. I'm looking forward to Silksong's expansion that's coming up. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I cannot wait. I've been waiting for this for so long. I've been a patient boy. I cannot wait for Sea of Sorrow. I just don't know when Team Cherry is going to release it.
So, are you excited for GTA 6, Matt?
Sure, I'm not going to be playing it, but yeah, absolutely. I'm excited to see what it has in for store. This 13-year production is going to show. They've got the software, like a lot of the modern day software, and to put in some very interesting, I guess, mechanics. There's so much things to talk about, like what it could do. Will it have some VR support? Will there be NPCs remembering your actions forever? Is it going to have, like I said, real world economy? Every building being able to be entered. It's there are things that we can speculate on, but I guess until it comes out, it's the hype is real. I think Rockstar will put out a good product. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please leave a like or put a comment in what you guys thought about today's episode, and we will see you all in the next one. Alrighty, guys. Bye.
Bye.